Welcome back to the Kentucky State Fair. We are live in Agland, sponsored by Kentucky Proud throughout the hour. You know, one of the big parts about Agland and the Kentucky State Fair every year is for the future farmers of America. These are young people all across the state that work year-round, not only to show off their animals here at the fair, but to show off their products. So it is a labor of love, and for many of them, it is the future of what they're going to go into. And I'm joined by one of those leaders. Jake Marksbury is an FFA student. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from LaRue County.
All right, well, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for being on Great Day
Yes,
Live.
ma'am. Thank you for inviting me.
So you've had a long history in this, right? You grew up watching your parents are involved with cattle there in LaRue County.
Yes, ma'am. So my grandparents, in fact, got into it when they were children, and they were raised into it, and they brought my parents into it. So my mom was raised in it, and then when she married my dad, he got into it. So I've been raised on a cattle operation my entire life. Since I was 4, I've been out there helping, you know, doing everything. And now I'm 16, and after 12 years, my love and passion for it is still just as strong, and I love what I do, and it's really a great industry that has raised me and taught me so much.
Well, you are kind of doing a variety of things here at the Kentucky State Fair. You're in the spotlight, and your parents must be like so proud that you're here showing. And so kind of tell us the different things that you're going to be showing and showing off here at the State Fair.
So for starters, of course, we're having the cattle. So I believe we're taking 4 or 5 up here. So all 4 of those are going to be black Angus heifers.
I think we have some pictures of you with
Yes,
your
ma'am, you do. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then after that, I'll be exhibiting my country ham, and that's actually what I'm up here doing today. So I brought my speech, and after this, I'm going to head over, get my registration, and then I'll be presenting that. And sort of with that is it's kind of 2 different parts. So the first thing that they judge is the country ham itself.
Okay.
They get to judge that, and then you also give a speech, so they judge that as well. So there's really 2 segments, and you can win both parts, and then they take an overall winner. So yes, ma'am.
So let's begin with the ham. So you can check that box and say, okay, my ham looks good. So like what are they looking for in the ham that you're presenting?
So basically what they're looking for is a good teardrop shape. So this is a country ham, right? So this is going to be, you know, different, not the regular ordinary ham that you're going to be eating every day for lunch or something.
Right.
This is a country ham that is completely full together. So what they're looking for is good muscle to fineness and not a lot of fat. They like to see that it's got a good teardrop shape and ensure that, you know, it just looks like it's pretty healthy. I mean,
right.
They don't like to see a lot of vein or webbing, and they do this a lot with cattle, you know, pretty much all meat, because they want to make sure that it is what's best for the consumer, right?
Right.
So basically, like I said, they look for the teardrop shape and then a lot of muscle and then not as much fat. So, and then not a lot of veining. So
then with your presentation, what are the key things that you want to make sure that you're saying to kind of win them over?
So essentially, you just want to give a really good speech. So my topic this year was that I was talking about the controlling pest with country ham. And you know, you might not think that it's a really big issue, but it is one of the main ones that they're having today. Absolutely. One of the main ones they're having today in the industry. So there's all kinds of them. Like the main one that I'm talking about is red-legged ham beetles, and they get in and they can ruin an entire supply of ham in a matter of weeks.
How do you get rid of them?
Well, actually,
or prevent them from, you know, getting there in the first place?
Yeah, there's several pesticides you can use, but mainly the main thing is that you need to keep your ham house at a cooler temperature on the outside, but a hot enough temperature on the inside that the ham, you know, develops well enough. So, because they like for the inside of the ham house to be very humid, so that it can sweat out and get everything out that it needs to.
So now to the cattle. When do you show the cows with your family?
We will be coming up next Tuesday,
okay.
And then we will be staying all the way through Sunday. So it's going to be a very long week, but I absolutely love coming up here. It's the highlight of the state fair because I do this, but cattle showing is really my passion, and it's what I like to do. So
right,
yeah.
You know, that was one of the reasons, you know, we wanted to be here in Agland because, you know, I just think, you know, that is for our state and what so many state fairs around the country, how they all started with the focus on agriculture. But do you find with your generation now there is a different focus on it because of your ability to start a business, to work with restaurants, to work with bourbon makers, things like that? Do you see things differently now?
I really do, and as time has gone on, I continue to see them differently as I mature and grow up. So what I'm really looking at now is starting my own operation. I'm 16, in 2 years I'm going to be out on my own, and while I do continue to work with my parents on their operation, I plan to start my own. And as of right now, I'm looking to be a large animal vet, so that also, you know, kind of has a parlay into it. So But right now, what I'm looking to is just start my own operation and get to where I can make that beef and get it into the consumer's hands. Because right now we are facing a huge beef crisis in the nation because we have a lot of exports going out, and we do import a lot, but we have a lot of exports going out. And as our world population continues to grow, a lot of people are going hungry, and a lot of people are still needing that demand for meat. And while there are people who are going vegan and going vegetarian, there is still a huge demand of that beef, and it is growing every day.
Right, and you're promoting that great product
Yes,
from
ma'am.
Kentucky. Jake,
Yes, ma'am.
it's so nice to talk to you and
too.
meet you. Future of Kentucky, right here. Love catching up with him. So for all things that are happening here at the Kentucky State Fair, you can, of course, come out and watch many of these competitions. Just go to kystatefair.org.